he presented last Friday, he did indicate that the central bank governor is being programmed to apprise the House today, and same has been advertised. Our side is of the view that in spite of that process initiated by the majority leader, the right procedure,
there's no provision in our standing orders saying that before any of us asks a question of a minister or the head of an independent constitutional body, that matter must have risen in some debate. No, when did that happen? When? Since the time you became minority leader, when did you amend the standing orders?
In the order paper today, at page 6, item 17, is a notice of a committee meeting, a committee of the whole, in this very chamber. And the agenda is for the governor to apprise the House on the cost of the construction of the new Bank of Ghana headquarters at Ridge, Accra, and related matters. Mr. Speaker, let me state for the records that this side of the House is not against accountability. It is not against a state institution coming to this House to apprise us of its activities. It is part of our duties to disseminate such information to our constituents, and it's within our right to demand for same. However, the preliminary issue we have, which was initially raised by my respected colleague Habib Idrisu, the first deputy minority whip, had to do with procedure of initiating our rights. Rights are exercised, but through some process. And we know that this is a house of rules and procedure. This house observes its own practices, conventions, and equally guided by the Constitution, standing orders, etc., etc. It is our case that for the governor of the central bank to come, the matter should first be raised on the floor, either through a question, a statement, or some other means in accordance with our rules. Order 91 of our rules allow a member to bring up an issue of urgent public importance. Our rules under Order 114 also allows for motions to be filed. Mr. Speaker, when a motion is debated, there could be consequential directives which would then pave way for a head of an institution, a constitutional body, to apprise the House. So all our cry is about procedure. For the records, this matter, although came up in the 8th Parliament, it has never come up in the 9th Parliament. No member of Parliament has filed a question, filed a motion, neither has any member filed a statement, which statement has been admitted by Mr. Speaker, resulting in the need to bring the governor of the central bank to this chamber. However, in all fairness to the majority leader, he raised the matter at the business committee meeting where he chairs. And eventually, in the business committee report, he presented last Friday, he did indicate that the central bank governor is being programmed to apprise the House today, and same has been advertised. Our side is of the view that in spite of that process initiated by the majority leader, the right procedure to trigger our jurisdiction as a House would be for the matter to be properly raised. Mr. Speaker, this is all our prayer. It is therefore in your hands to take a decision so that the House can make progress. I thank you.
Thank you very much. I will give the floor to Honorable Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the practice of this House regarding asking questions is known. Mr. Speaker, this House does not only ask questions in relation to matters that have come up during debate or during the sitting of the House. In this House, any member, by our standing orders, can ask a minister, the head of an independent constitutional body, or even a colleague member of parliament, any question of any matter that is within the bosom of that person. I can actually ask the minority leader a question about a matter that is within his purview as minority leader, because he is chair of some committees of parliament. I can ask him a question about his functions in relation to that committee or any matter pertaining to that committee. I can ask any member of parliament a question relating to your constituency, because that is what our standing orders say. There's no provision in our standing orders saying that before any of us asks a question of a minister or the head of an independent constitutional body, that matter must have risen in some debate. No, when did that happen? When? Since the time you became minority leader, when did you amend the standing orders? When? This is common practice. Questions have been asked today of the Minister for Local Government, and he is here to answer. Are there matters that have arisen in some debate in this House? No. It's the same way. Whether the matter has arisen in this House or not, we can ask questions. And in this case, the matter arose, and it's common knowledge. And the rules say that if the matter is of public interest and within the bosom of the head of the independent constitutional body, then we can ask them questions. And I gave the Speaker notice. The Speaker said, okay, go ahead. Then I went to business committee meeting. I drew the attention of business committee that because these questions are asked at the committee of the whole sittings, because for independent constitutional bodies, it should be at committee of the whole sittings. So I requested for a committee of the whole sitting today for the governor to come and answer the question. And at business committee, they agreed. Your members were there, 4 of them. They did not object. We came to this House to present the report of the business committee, and I repeated it. I indicated that at business committee, it was agreed unanimously that the governor will be scheduled to come today and come and answer a question specifically relating to the cost of the Bank of Ghana head office building. Nobody objected in this House. Nobody. The only matter that you objected to was the issue of the allocation of speaking numbers to both sides of the House. Everything else was adopted in this House. And the clerk then wrote to the governor, summoning the governor to come and then address us, answer the question, apprise us of the cost of the head office building of the Bank of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, I don't know what this hula baloo is all about. I don't know whether there is an attempt to run away from that answer. I don't know whether people are afraid of the information that the governor will be providing. Mr. Speaker, this is a matter that the public has an interest. Thousands of people demonstrated in this country. In fact, this House, about 136 members of Parliament, marched to the old head office building of the Bank of Ghana to present a petition in relation to this particular matter. I am surprised that when a governor becomes available to come and give answers relating to the cost, some people will be seeking to run away from it. Mr. Speaker, what is all this? Let's just sit and listen to the governor. Let him tell us the cost. It's a public asset. They use public money to procure it. And we represent the public here. And we want to know how much it costs. How is that an issue? Even if there is, let's say that some anomaly in the procedure, please, in the interest of the public, let us hear him. Oh, it's okay. All right, it's okay. Mr. Speaker, can we invite the governor to come and give us the cost of the building?
Honorable members, it has been said that this House is not against accountability. We are all in support of our institution being accountable to Ghanaians through their representatives. As such, we are really not against the governor of the Bank of Ghana coming to brief the House on the cost of construction of the headquarters of Bank of Ghana at Ridge, Accra. Honourable members, it is not in dispute that this matter was raised at Business Committee, program in the report of the Business Committee, and this House has adopted the Business Committee's report. Honourable members, pursuant to the adoption of the Business Committee's report, the Clerk of Parliament wrote a letter to the Governor of Bank of Ghana inviting the Governor to come and brief the House on the issue. As such, the order paper for today has it at page 6, item numbered 17, to the effect that the Governor of Bank of Ghana would be coming to the House to brief the House on the cost of the construction of the Bank of Ghana headquarters. Honourable members, the practice and the convention is that when a business committee program an institution to come and brief the House, and there is no objection to that at the time the business statement was taken, procedurally, the clerk was right in writing a letter to invite the Governor to come and brief the House in line with the business statement adopted by the House. So with all due respect, honorable members, there is another that says that if the farm is not long, your water container must not be big. We should not spend so much time debating whether the Bank of Ghana governor should come and brief the House on the construction of their headquarters or not.